DANDADAN is a beautifully written DANDADAN is a beautifully written, lighthearted sci-fi horror anime written by the assistant of Tatsuki Fujimoto, who created works of art like Chainsaw Man. Why is everything so freaky? Now that the DANDADAN community has been waiting for the DANDADAN's anime adaptation for 3 long years, and for good reason. I mean, we were promised weenie sucking action alongside masterclass animation and a beautiful, loving fan base like this. What could be wrong with the anime? Well, while thoroughly investigating episode 1 of the DANDADAN, who am I kidding, bro? It's right in your face. They're all in fucking high school, and we have old hagly swashbuckled grandmas talking about some "I'll let you suck on my titty if you let me play with your wee wee." Like what, bro? He's 17 max. Oh, and don't even get me started on this scene. You know what? How about we analyze the sins and literal almost CP that occurred in merely episode 1 of the DANDADAN. So we start off with this absolute fucking banger of an intro and get thrown into this high schooler's dick. We didn't have to get that close, but this is when we meet our 15-year-old protagonist. Let me chill for YouTube think I'm trafficking or something on this video. But this my girl Momo, and we can already tell what kind of girl Momo is, cause she almost 360 bicycle wind kicks her boyfriend's head off cause they were having some little argument or something. And it's alarming how many girls find this type of behavior cute. I'd prefer not being in a fucking Mortal Kombat match with my girlfriend every time we get into an argument. And also, I don't know what super soldier fent this man was taking. He is not in high school, there is no way. Also, I watched the dub version of this anime, which is already a sin, and this is probably the first time a dubbed voice actor has accurately portrayed what I think a character would sound like, because not only does she look annoying, she looks like one of those hot Cheeto girls, but she also sounds annoying too. It all correlates.
Becky, there's no way that you let that boy do that to you. Like, oh my god, Becky, oh my god.
But Momo's walking through school and stumbles upon this Reddit user getting bullied by these losers who are about to throw a literal magnet at him. Also, where is the teacher in this situation? There is no way you don't see 3 of your high school students standing up stream sniping my boy over here. But for some reason, some unknown reason, Momo thought going over there and rizzing him up would help him. Now I know she's supposed to be the pretty princess, all the girls love me type of character, but in theory, wouldn't this increase his bullying tenfold? Because now the bullies actually have a reason to hurt him since they like her and stuff. Way to fucking go, Momo. Oh, and also, if you didn't know, his name is Okarun. Now, Okarun has most likely never experienced physical touch from another human being in his life, so he think he finna get some. He thinks she like him. He talking about some,
I know why you're into me. I know why you're into me. You like to indulge in conspiracy theories and Donald Trump naked theories too, don't you?
This is just information you do not share with anybody, and for good reason. This is that website that you frequently visit and close out the tab right after type of info. And then he had the nerve, the gall, to harass her with this information. Of course she rejects him. But then we have this cliche cutesy moment where they make up and start squabbling. Now they arguing because she said she believes in Casper the Friendly Ghost, and he starts laughing at her. I would laugh too. So they make this absolutely hellish bet, a bet only 2 absolute menaces would agree to. She was basically like, since you don't believe in ghosts, I dare you to go to this ominous haunted railway where you definitely won't get groomed by a decrepit old lady. And he's like, well, I dare you to go to this hospital where you definitely won't get killed or mugged by squatters, because apparently those don't exist in anime. So of course they do it. Who wouldn't want to get stalked by an extraterrestrial alien mech robot walking around? Now they start having some bonding moments, and we learn that Momo's parents aren't here anymore, RIP in the chat. And she got raised by her grandma, who also knows magic, voodoo, same thing. And that's why she's so secure in the fact that Casper the Ghost exists. And did we get a light flicker? Uh-oh, looks like something bad is gonna happen. Yep. That is absolutely horrifying. Put yourself in this man's shoes for a second. You see bloody footsteps. You're in an ominous, torn down, random location, and you see a grandma ghost. And to make it worse, she's a anti-haven grandma ghost. She's freaky. She tells you that she's going to take your peen. Now his situation may seem pretty bad, right? You know he got cooked, but Momo's situation is debatably 100 times worse. Imagine you get stripped butt booty naked almost in a laboratory. Now that's already fucking horrifying, but then you're surrounded by 3 robotic men with pitch black eyes talking about they came from planet Sorpo.
Can we please insert our metallic Drake missile into you?
Hell nah, bruh. Now this scene right here is the sole reason I made this video, and other reasons, but this was insane. They spread her legs open, and I'ma remind you once again, she's 15! Did the animators not feel slightly, just a tad bit uncomfortable while animating this scene? Like, I know it's so common for anime schoolgirls to end up on the hub now, but it's just insane to me, bro. This anime is gonna be big too. Now, of course, they know their limits, and thank God, or this might have been on a different website, the dark web. Get it? Cause she's 15? Let me chill, bro. But her phone rings, and a possessed, or should I say freak-cessed, Okarun crawls out of her phone like the freaky Grudge, geeked up off that granny milk, and they start having a freak off or something with Granny Ghost saying she gonna gobble all their dongs, and the freaky pongs, and the freaky they finna take Okarun's banana. What the hell is going on? Now somehow this nigga Okarun still sucks even when being possessed by a witch deity, cause he gets dropped off and starts talking about when he was a kid he wished to see an alien, and that clearly has backfired on him because now they want your banana. Now Momo busts out plot armor powers, cause remember her grandma knew magic. Now all of a sudden her magical fairy powers want to activate. Then she casually kicks this man with her newly acquired magical fairy powers and murders him. That's when the real threat comes up. Fully freak-cessed Okarun, maxed out grandma mommy milk form, tries to kill her, and she knocks the ghost out of him like Doctor Strange. But all the jokes aside, this animation is astounding, and I would glaze even more, but I can't, where they're casually having conversations about this man's dong and how Granny's gonna keep them balls forever unless they have this epic battle at the end of the railroad. It's so stupid, but I can't help but be hype as hell. This kinda gives me those meet me in the bathroom type of vibes. But yeah, the UFO comes through the building, does this cliche crash through the building thing. They have this hilarious moment where she's struggling to control the granny weenie stealer that haunts him. Now he's walking around damn near butt booty naked at this point. She asks him his name and he says Ken Takakura. This man don't look like a Ken Takakura. That is the most edgy Japanese Street Fighter ass name you can possibly have. This of course makes her tweak out. She almost sends my boy to hell, because if I haven't mentioned it yet, she's obsessed with a show where the main character's name is Ken Takakura. Overall 10 out of 10 scene, would laugh again. They finally make it to Momo's grandma. Oh my god, this man is on fire, help him! Whew. After almost getting obliterated by a literal Amaterasu spiritual forbidden demon gate seal thing, he proceeds to turn into a nigga. Let me introduce you to Nigga-kun. Nah, pretty much since he's been cursed by the granny weenie gobbler, Momo's grandma, who like I said knows magic or something like that, of course has talisman all over the crib just in case some ghosts want to sneak in. We gonna get more into my baby, Miss Doria. They go into the crib. She starts asking to see this man's stolen peen. He's like, hell no, you not finna see my invisible spot. What would that even look like though? But here's where shit hits the fan. Remember the talisman Momo took off the gate? She forgot to put it back. Now that it's gone, a spirit snuck in to come collect Okarun's peen. Momo sneaks out the back in hopes of putting the talisman back, trapping whatever's in there with them and burning it alive. Kind of like what happened to Okarun. This of course doesn't work. The spirit's already trapped him. It's scary, intense, and what the hell is going on with Okarun? Oh my god. This man's breath is so stank that it's causing them to bleed from every orifice. Crazy part is, I know some people with that ability in real life. Nonetheless, this is bad. They have to survive a my 2,000 pound life sumo wrestling reject while also trying not to die from the stench he's emitting. And to make it worse, I wasn't joking when I said he came from Okarun's peen. Aliens from earlier literally sent this thing to collect Okarun's peen. Let's think about this for a second. The aliens got dropped off and now they want get back by collecting collecting this man's peen. What is this anime? Now Okarun comes up with this, I don't know if this is a 200 IQ play or a negative 12 IQ play. He essentially is like,
Momo, we're actually fucked if we don't do something. So let me try to control the curse. I know I can do it.
stop being a dumbass, you're gonna die.
Shut the fuck up and do it, Momo.
That's when he takes control over Turbo Granny and turns into super cool, edgy, nut-stealing ghost, aka Niggaroon Prime. He also, for some reason, repeats every Ken Takakura line. So he's essentially Momo's dream guy now. He's edgy, he's cool, and oh my god, he's fast as hell. The only downside is this form is a little too much for Okarun to control. He basically can only do one attack before pissing his pants and calling it quits. Momo ends up getting put in shambles. Okarun almost transforms just to get saved again, and Momo's getting punished in this hole. At this point, Okarun's begging her to let him transform into Turbo Granny, but she won't do it. Come to find out, this was a 200 IQ play. She let this big chunky bastard obliterate her guts so she could get her and Okarun outside the gate, drop the talisman on the other side of the gate, and send this thing to hell where it belongs. W Momo in the chat until she ends up passing out, meaning Turbo Nut Granny can control Okarun's body with no limitations. Enter Santa Dodoria, aka Psycho, a psychic who can predict your future on live and one of the finest 80-year-olds I've ever seen. She ends up pulling up at the right time to save her granddaughter from getting, I don't know what was finna happen right here, but she came in clutch, beating the living shit out of this thing with a steel bat. Talk about brain damage, am I right? Turbo Nut Granny gets trapped in the exorcism circle and say goodbye to Okarun cause he's dead. Nah, I'm kidding. That's what Momo thought. She starts getting all emotional. We get flashbacks like this man is really 6 feet under. Turns out he's just chilling in the backyard shrine because everyone has one of those, eating some onigiri. Y'all thought I didn't know what that was, huh? We find out that the shrine basically suppresses the curse, and we learn that Psycho has some history with Turbo Granny. This is what the peen stealer herself used to look like back in the day. Oh my god. This just shows you how OP Psycho might be. Now that this paranormal deity is back, there's only one right thing to do. Kill Okarun. I mean, train both of them so they can get this man's balls back. Enter the Turbo Granny training arc. This is what I would say if Turbo Granny didn't come out this man's booty cheeks while he's taking a shit, stopping space and time, almost killing Psycho, then telling Momo to come to the tunnel tonight. We don't get a training arc, bro. We finna get straight into the action. Later that night, they end up praying it up for some good luck. Psycho gives her granddaughter a little hug. Then Momo and Okarun head out to have this epic battle to get Okarun's balls back on a bike. We arrive at the tunnel. It's eerie, creepy, and their footsteps echo through the shallow. Oh my god, that's one big ass grandma. Okay. Okarun, go out here with your whole power. Oh, well, that didn't last long because why did they think she would let them use her power against her? At this point, they're screwed. I thought they were finna get turned into a lunchly meal. Granny's coming in with the forbidden dentures, about to chomp them up until Momo's like, wait a minute, Turbo Granny, you're the quote-unquote fastest granny alive, right? Race me then, bitch. Of course, Turbo Granny accepts this request, and seeing how she caught up to Okarun earlier, this isn't gonna end well. Momo tells her, give us 10 minutes to get out of town, I bet you won't catch us. And she agrees. They take off, but Turbo Granny freaks out, lie to them. She starts counting like an elementary student. She's counting like 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 1 minute. Boom, they're out of time. The souls of the damned come out the trenches and consume Momo. There's only a powerless Okarun left, and there's one thing he can do. His ultimate hidden attack. He suckles the teats. This man really said, I'll take you up on that request. This of course doesn't last long cause she flies back into this man's butthole. That must be how Diddy feels in jail, but Momo comes in clutch again, grabbing the literal soul of Turbo Granny. She grabs her true form and seals it in Okarun, pretty much turning Turbo Granny into a little bitty freaky granny. Oh, look at her. Holy crap. Okay, that's a problem. A morbidly obese Mr. Krabs Krabs comes out the cut wanting all the smoke. Now pretty much they have to get out the city limits so they can lift the ball stealing curse off of Okaroon, because Turbo Granny has full control over this city, but not other cities, pretty much meaning we need to get the hell out of the city limits. And did this man just do a Looney Tunes ass move? This is finna be good. Turbo Granny's crabby subordinate comes crashing down from the sky. You're wondering, can anyone see this big ass buffet chasing them? No, nobody else here can see the curse, so it looks like they're just having a cute little couple date running down the street or something. They hit a right turning into this hotel because cornering yourself is the smartest thing to do. The whole hotel gets obliterated and destroyed. I feel so bad for the people coming here just to chill. Then a crab made from souls of the damned comes flying in. Very unfortunate. Now Momo pulls another 5 billion IQ play. I'm starting to think she's smarter than Okaroon at this point. Since it's a crab spirit, she uses the water from the hot spring to pour onto the crab, essentially locking all of his limbs up. Good shit, Momo. Wait, where all the people go? Oh, we must be famous. They just want an autograph, right? Nope. Every citizen in the city limits are now being mind controlled by cemetery spirits. Pretty normal, right? And the crab's back. Now Okaroon still can use Granny's power, but he's getting weak, alright? He's running out of time. It's kind of like the power's got a bedtime. This is their last shot, their only chance of getting out of the city limits. He uses her power one more final time. They have this Gojo ass scene. Okaroon is taking off, jumping off the crab onto buildings, hitting a 360 towards the city limits. She realizes he's back to normal. She busts wings out of nowhere. This moment was so chaotic, but they land, giving Okaroon the carpet burn of hell. Now they're almost out of the city limits. They are right there, but of course Momo let go of Turbo Granny while falling, so she's back. Not only is she back, she's fused with Mr. Krabs, creating freaky Mr. Krabs Granny abomination. Okaroon's knocked out. It's intense. Momo sees a train coming and grabs onto it. I wasn't joking, this girl is smart. She thought since Turbo Granny can only run at 100 kilometers and this specific train goes at 120 kilometers, let's hop on that. Smart. Okay, it doesn't work. Turbo Granny jumps onto the train. That's when Granny Wanny realizes this train is going straight out of the city limits. Momo grabs her and holds her in place, and they hit the city limits. The souls are freed, and just like that, we got Okaroon's balls back, I think. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you thought it was funny, leave a like, and love you.